ဒီနေ့က against the gravity တရှင်းတိုက်နေတာအဲ့ဒါကျွန်တော်လာရှုပ်တာပါ hello ဒီမှာ hello ဒီမှာသူတို့ဘန်ရဲ့အဆူတော်ပါမင်္ဂလာပါသူတို့တရှင်းတနေ့ကုန်တိုက်ပြီးတော့မှခဏလေးနားနေတာပေါ့နော်ပြီးတော့သူတို့ဘလောက်ရှုပ်လဲဆိုတာပြမယ်နော်အသေးစိတ်ပယ်ဒရီယာစအေးစိတ်ကုံတော့ယူလာတာသူတို့ပါသူတို့ iPad ရောပြီးရင် laptop ဒီမှာ rig နဲ့လာတာဒီမှာသူတို့ရဲ့ပြင်တိုင်းဆန်းဂီတာပညာရှင်Okay ဆိုတော့အဓိကလာတဲ့အကြောင်းရင်းက drummer interview မှာဖြစ်ပါတယ် Okay here we have the drummer against the gravity drummer Hello.
Yeah, hello. My name is Dave. I'm the drummer for Against the Gravity.
အားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါကျွန်တော်အခု against the gravity ရ drama နဲ့တွေ့နေပါလေ What's your name please
Dave.
Okay nice to meet you bro Yeah that's really cool that you have just solo back there and thank you for having me here Let's start with your short introduction
Yeah, so my name is Dave. I'm from Thailand. And I just joined the band actually last year. And yeah, I've been playing for the band since then. It's been really fun. Yeah.
Great so you are still young right How old are you now
I was born in 2004, so I'm 21 now. Yeah.
What gets you into music, especially drumming? And did you finish school? And how come you get into this kind of like metal music? That's really kind of rare, right?
So what happened was when I was 13 years old, right? Or 13 or 14, I started getting into rock music, like classic rock, right? And so that kind of inspired me to want to become a musician, like to play an instrument. And initially, I really wanted to become a guitarist. I always thought guitar was really cool, you know. So I went to Yamaha Music School near my house, and I took lessons for drums and guitar. But for guitar, I just couldn't do it. Like maybe it's the teacher, I don't know, but I just couldn't do it. So then I just stopped with that, and I continued with drums. And with drums, I could do it. So then after a while, I got my own electronic drum kit, and then 5 years later, I finished the course at my music school, and I got my own real drum kit at my house. So I've been having a real drum kit for around 3 years now. And I got into metal music a few years ago. It started actually with the band Deftones. They kind of got me into like screaming, right? But as you know, Deftones is not 100% metal, right? They still got a lot of like rock and I guess you could say pop as well, right? So it kind of like was like a gateway for me to metal. But then I really became like a metal fan, like 100% with the band Slipknot. Like Slipknot really changed the game for me, you know, like with the vocals and the like really fast drumming and everything, right? And after that, then I became like really into metal. And Joey Jordison had a big influence on me because he made me want to become like a metal drummer. Like he made me want to play fast and do all these crazy fills and blast beats and stuff like that.
Really
yeah.
inspiring.
Yeah.
Exactly. So Dave, thank you. That's really short and a precise answer I have wanted. And so, what is your personal view, your perspective on metal community from Myanmar and metal community from Thailand and the bands, how they are doing and their future? How do you see?
So it's kind of similar, Myanmar and Thailand. Both the metal communities in both countries are kind of underground. But I think the difference is in Thailand, there are some bands which are well known internationally, like Annalyn, for instance, whereas Myanmar doesn't have that. So I hope that in the future there's a band from Myanmar, like a metal band, which becomes famous not just in the country but also internationally.
So can you name few of the internationally well-famed metal bands from Thailand?
Yeah, so the most famous is obviously Annalyn, and they're well known internationally, and also Defy and Decay. Some bands which are known more regionally, like in Southeast Asia, would be like Teresa, December, and Retrospect. But I think that Thailand metal bands are still kind of unknown, and they still become more popular, most of them. Yeah.
So how did you find this band and how did you join it?
So I joined this band in April last year. My friend, who's Burmese, he told me they were looking for a new drummer. They just came to Thailand. So I sent them an audition video, and I was accepted.
Before joining Against the Gravity and after joining Against the Gravity, what makes you different and did you feel like you have progress by playing this band?
Yeah, being in this band has really changed me a lot. I've learned a lot about music and about everything. And I've definitely improved myself as a musician and everything. Yeah.
So is it all about fun or have you find it struggling to be in this band?
I mean, of course it's fun, right? But also there is a lot of hard work involved. And that's not something that really people think about, but there is a lot of work involved in being in a band.
Can you mention one of your strugglings? For example, like it might be something very simple, but it might be something you have been still trying to move on with it, and like any type of struggles that you find by playing in this band.
Yeah, I mean, one of the main things that's a bit of a struggle is the gear. There's so much gear to buy, right? And sometimes things break, so that's a bit annoying.
Really annoying, yeah.
Yeah, and also, you have to carry everything, all the gear, right? So much stuff to bring. You don't really think about this when you're not in a band, but in a band, actually, there's so much things you need to have.
Yo, Dave! Good morning!
Man,
Your equipment. Wow.
I got my simple.
What's your bike? That bike? You come with bike?
No, I came with the car.
Car.
Fuck, bro, we're so heavy, bro.
Lila,
Yeah, y'all simple, yeah.
please tell me how many concerts have you played with this band?
So far, I've done 5 concerts with the band. The 6th one is tomorrow. And actually, there was one concert last year which I was not available for, so they got a replacement drummer for that one. Yeah, it's not enough. We need to do more.
So how many songs have you played for this Against the Gravity?
Since April, we've made 8 new songs, 5 from the EP and 3 this year as singles. Yeah.
Nice. So how's your recording process for this band? Like how did you record it? Did you play it or you program it, or like how do you find it more useful for you?
So for me, right, I write the drum parts and I program them. Actually, I have not recorded the drums for the songs yet, but actually it makes a lot of sense because it's much more practical to just use the programmed drums. Yeah.
As for the metal songs, it's more practical to use programs, right?
Yeah, and also it's just better for production and it's easier to mix also, right? So yeah.
So thank you for having me here again. And would you like to say any goodbye to the viewers here?
Yeah, I just want to say, thank you to all the fans of Against the Gravity. We all appreciate your support so much. And I just want to say to every drummer out there, right, who's in a metal band, who's trying to make it work, just keep going. And it's hard. It's a lot of hard work involved, but you can do it if you keep going. Yeah.
Okay, that's it.